Welcome everybody, this is PCGG's Tales of the Yawning Portal. We have our brave adventurers around us.
So, last time on Tales of the Yawning Portal, the brave and heroic Merrick Highhill
died.
And well, you know, a few other unimportant so-called adventurers were in the town of Waterdeep when the town of Waterdeep, in the middle of this grand celebration, suddenly fell under attack by creatures that were appearing out of seemingly nowhere. Naturally, Merrick Highhill and the others with him charged into battle. He may or may not have gotten destroyed by an ancient black dragon.
Not like the other. One of these things is dead.
Yeah.
So eventually our brave heroes, or what was left of them at least, made it to the tavern known as the Yawning Portal.
At the Yawning Portal, we met a man named Durnan. Durnan is the proprietor of the Yawning Portal. He told me that there was a way to cure my fiancée, and that was to find the...
Cure her of what, Kevin?
Cure her of zombification, I assume.
Mummy rot.
Mummy rot. There you go. Because she got touched by a zombie, or mummy, or whatever, and she got infected. Told me that the only way to cure her would be to go down into the Yawning Portal and find a thing called the Galanthus Apple.
Galthias. Close enough.
Galthias Apple.
Gotcha.
We then asked a new adventurer, Jason Stormlord, a small dwarven man,
Aye.
if he would join us in my quest, and I asked all my new friends if they would also help me out. The last thing we did is we paid our gold to go in, and we went down into the Yawning Portal.
I'm halfling. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Halfling dark clothes.
Yep.
I'm a half-elf that looks... He's a bard, so he's in very regal clothing, flipped-up blonde hair, just looks like he owns the place.
Bare-chested, red-haired, red-bearded dwarf with lots of tattoos.
And you all three roll perception.
Do we all see...
Drow. Typical, like hooded, cloaked figure. Actually, really long hair. It's kind of confusing. He's kind of a gender bender. He's kind of got like a really long braid hung down his shoulder, like almost down to his knees. He seems like he could go back and forth really easily and pass as either gender.
Kind of like a well. The well has broken off a little. Before you lays a bunch of like tents and really crappy little shacks. The inhabitants who are here do not appear to be rich folk. They are not well off. You guys did come in kind of at the bottom left of this map.
So where do you suppose your precious apple is?
Mr. Durnan upstairs said something about a tower in a ravine.
A man in shabby clothing who is just kind of walking around, watching as people do things.
Like the beggar you said he was called.
Have you ever heard of a tower fallen into a ravine down here?
As you guys are having this conversation with Bart the Beggar, a woman, a crazy hair woman kind of passes. She gets a little close to the group, as if trying to pay attention to what exactly y'all may be talking about. What do you want in the Sunless Citadel?
Is that the tower in the ravine?
Less simple folk would call it by its actual name.
I'm searching for an apple.
There was someone I loved once. They're the reason the apple becomes.
And what does this apple do exactly?
Two things. Hopefully it's the season for the one you need. As she kind of stares off and thinks about what she said, you do notice two marks on her neck. They appear to be two holes kind of spaced out.
Those marks on the neck.
Yes.
Where did you get them?
That was the best day of my life. The day I was able to be with Galthias.
It's Galthias' apple. It belongs to Galthias. Right?
You could say that. My love is long dead.
Can you take us to the apple?
Can you do that? Thing he just said.
I know of the location, but I dare not go there.
Is it to the northeast?
Correct. That is the pathway. As you guys are making your way, you see a character off to the side who is kind of following your group, eyeing who you are, trying to stay off in a sneaky manner, but not doing a very good job.
Can I help you there, laddie?
Me?
Yeah, you over there trying to hide in the shadows. Not doing a very good job of it, I will say.
It's
Well,
decent.
I was kind of curious about the trouble that you seem to be headed towards.
So our adventurers have just, Jason Stormlord has actually just opened the door. I do believe.
Of the tower?
Yes. The door you open, the circular area is cobbled with cracked granite, upon which sprawl the bodies of 4 goblins, apparently slain in combat. One corpse stands with its back against the western wall, the spear that killed it still skewering it and holding it upright. 3 wooden doors lead from this area. Here, here, and here. A hollow tower of loose masonry reaches 30 feet into the air, but the intervening floors and stairs are gone, except for a few crumbled ledges. The spear appears to be of kobold making. So you pull the spear, the body drops. You see runes on the wall behind it. The blood of the goblin has actually kind of coated some pieces, so it's actually kind of dripping down. You read the rune, all it says is Ashardalon. Before the tower descended into the ground, you have heard stories of a dragon cult. That was the original creators of this citadel.
Kobolds. Shadowlon. Cult. We're dealing with cultists.
That's fantastic. Do you want to come look at this door or should I kick it open?
We've kicked into the door. The masonry walls of this 20-foot wide hall are in poor repair. The far end has collapsed, filling the southern section with rubble. The western wall is in much better shape than the others. It holds a stone door with a rearing dragon carved in relief on it. The door does appear to be locked. The dragon has a keyhole in its mouth. You are able to unlock the door. The door does not open. As you guys go to step away, a giant rat has busted his way out of the rubble.
When I hit it, and it's pinned to the wall.
You see a long hallway. It is roughly 40 feet long. There's 3 doors. One here, and one here at the end.
I'm gonna move up to the left door.
Yeah.
This one?
Yes.
The stone relief door carved sealing the chamber portrays a dragon-like fish swimming. So you attempt to unlock the door. The door does open. So as you crack the door open,
Is there a kobold?
the
masturbating in
10-foot
there?
square chamber is hewn from stone. It contains an upright keg fashioned of rusted iron. Rusted pipes lead from the keg into the floor.
Hey Jason, come check this out. I open the door when he gets near me, or whichever way it is.
Yeah, walk in.
Yes, you see a cauldron in the center of the room.
Is that the loo?
I don't see an apple.
You
Could be
pop
another
the
monster.
latches. As soon as you are able to pry the lid busts open, and these 2 creatures quickly right in front of you. Ice, steam. The steam, it expels a 15-foot cone of steam that just flies down.
As Stormlord finally wrenches the lid off of this cauldron, he sees these things fly out and he, what the fuck? Instantly he drops the cauldron and whips out both of his hand axes and just hurls them up in the air. And you just see this tiny little ice elemental just explode into a bunch of, like, a million tiny little shards of ice.
Yeah, I stabbed it with the first one, and as it dissipates, my second blade comes down, and I actually get kind of mad about it.
As you are stabbing your daggers down, the first one hits and it just kind of, and then the other one slams down, giving enough force to blow the steam the rest of the way out.
I will check the door straight across for traps.
For Expedition, I'm going to likewise do the same thing to the other door.
The door is not locked nor trapped. You are able to push it open. You peer inside. This ruined chamber stands empty of all but litter and rocky debris. As you are looking in, you see a large fire pit that's about right here. You are able to see a bedroll directly in front of you. There's a whimpering coming from it. And then on this side, there's a cage.
I will take my rapier and I'm going to reach forward and use the tip to pull the blanket up.
There is, in fact, a small crying kobold.
Please, no! No, please, no, no!
What's your job?
I'm keeper of dragon. I keep the dragon. It was in the cage. Calcrix.
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 Okay, I'm gonna need to start writing names.
Calcrix. Goblins took it. Use your help. She leads us.
Our friend... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't catch
Meepo.
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 Our friend Meepo is going to take us to his leader.
So as you guys, Meepo begins leading you out of the area. You come to a hallway.
How about stay in this one? This empty, this prison.
Prison is roughly there. There's a hallway you pass here. The empty, the door you pass by here, as you guys pass by it, just appears to be another empty room full of litter and debris. As you look in the prison room, you see 4 goblins chained. As you guys come walking up, a double row of relief carved marble columns are sticking up, march the length of this long hall. The worn carvings depict intertwining dragons. There are kobolds in this long hall area. You do notice a door here, and then the regular pathways that make your way around here. So you've made your way forward as you're moving closer. You see a short throne stands near the west wall, constructed of fallen bits of masonry stacked against an old altar. On the top of the altar sits a variety of small items. The portion of the altar that serves as the throne's back features a carving of a rearing dragon. A metallic key is held firmly in the dragon's open jaws. And directly sitting in the throne, as Meepo points out, is
Yusra! What brings you here?
We're in search of the Gathias apple. And it's for my fiancée. She has fallen ill. I was told this would be able to heal her. And
We only know that goblins bring apple. They take apple out. What's so special about apple?
do you know where the goblins might happen to be?
We do. We keep door barred. We know back way.
Would we be able to go through that?
Will you get us our dragon?
We will
People
try
kind of
our
offers.
hardest to rescue your black dragon.
Yes.
Have you happened to see another group of adventurers pass through here?
Yes.
Meepo said they went to the goblins as well.
Yes. They
Did
kill
they-
goblins.
Did they come to you first?
Yes. They told me to kill goblins. They're looking for apple.
They were also looking for an apple.
Apparently people like apples.
she is going to send you and one of her guards back over to this way. Do you guys accept the terms of moving there? They take you to this area. The guard bangs on the door. A guard on the inside opens the door. They have led you in to a area with a door here.
This back way. We no go past this.
You walk into the empty chamber is home to only rat droppings, crumbled flagstone, and stains. You notice tracks in the dust. Some were made by rats and some by humanoids. So the kobold moves forward a little more and unlocks the next door. Dust and odd bits of stony debris and rubble lie scattered on the floor. An ornate fountain is built into the eastern wall. Though cracked and stained, the fountain's overarching carving of a divine dragon retains its beauty. You can notice that there is a mostly worn away inscription in Draconic on the basin's front. Let there be fire. A relief carved stone door stands on the western wall. Here. The area that you see past. By the way, on the western door shows skeletal dragons. There appears to be a draconic inscription on it. You can see that the runes say, "Rebuke the dead and open the way."
The scribbles on the door say, "Rebuke the dead, open the way." And the scribbles on the fountain say, "Let there be fire."
As you speak this phrase aloud, the magic at the fountain actually functions one last time. Reddish liquid begins to well from the diving dragon's mouth. The liquid that you see is an orangish liquid that flickers with a little bit of smoke rising off of it.
The door didn't open.
You try to push it open.
Yep.
A large scythe drops from the ceiling, swings down, and is able to pierce your side. The kobold continues to lead the way.
Choose for a moment.
Scythe.
I'm not feeling it.
You do see that this area... So this one are like little cell rooms as you continue to walk forward. As you guys walk forward, there is another fountain that is here. And there is a door, I think like right around here. The section of the hallway contains 6 doors, all slightly ajar. The area smells musky. Moving forward, you guys can see that there is a trap that you pass right here. It is jammed closed. The cobblestone floor contains 2 trapdoors blocked open by iron spikes.
You want to replace your honey
The
trap?
north wall holds a dry fountain carved with an overarching diving dragon. A faint, rotten stench pervades the room.
Take the other one and put the word death in it. First one said, "Let there be fire."
Okay, gotcha.
This one says the other thing. Let's not say it, because I don't want to know what happens. Continues taking us to the goblins.
Blake walks you away from this door.
Yes, that sounds lovely. Rather not smell
Takes
death
you
anymore.
all to this area.
I
The
wanted
door
to.
opens up into... It is an empty chamber. He opens the door and leads you into the room.
Dun, dun, dun.
You see a door there. As he opens the door, a loud bell rings.
I'm going to use my rapier and stab the kobold with a dagger offhand.
The kobold looks very shocked as a rapier pierces through his chest, and he slumps dead.
What the hell are you doing?
We just set off an alarm. Now we get to use him as our scapegoat. He was the one trying to break into their territory.
You hear a snicker over here. Is maybe like a 3-foot wall, and a hallway strewn of caltrops. A arrow flies at you. Their arrow binks off to the side. The goblin is going to fire an arrow at the dwarven figure. The other one is going to fire at the drow.
I will throw a javelin at one of them.
The javelin flies, aim true, does hit one of the goblins, slams into his shoulder area as shown, pierces him hard. He staggers back.
I'm going to pop around the corner and I'm going to shoot the crossbow and it will hit him in the face.
Got some vicious mockery again.
He falls to the floor dead. You stabilize him.
The fuck is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
You see that? The drow's fucking down now.
Okay.
The kobold's dead.
And it was goblins shooting us.
They're your friends now, right? You just helped kill your friends? The ones that you're going to claim that you're on their side? He was here to help, and you killed him. In cold blood. For no reason.
Guys, this has been PCGG's Yawning Portal.
I don't know how to...
Almost 5 hours of play. We are tired. Y'all have a wonderful night. We will catch you in 2 weeks. Roughly around 6:15 that Monday. We hope to see you all there.
Thank you.